What is going on YouTube? Brendan for Market Makers, your home for Wyckoff and Advanced Fibonacci TA. Guys, the join button is back right underneath the video. If you want to join our Discord, full integration with YouTube, you can join right by clicking that button. Come see our live streams, get our education, and see a fantastic community. And we have trade signals. As you guys may remember, my last big trade I showed you guys here prior to it happening, I said to short the 48,266, and that was a 47% move. My current trade that I am waiting for, that I've been sharing with you guys as well, obviously is this volatility trend where we are looking for a breakout. Guys, I'll be trading that on BITGET. That link is in the video description. They've been a fantastic sponsor for our room, the first sponsor. So definitely check them out. No VPN, no KYC. You can register with just an email, no country restrictions. So I highly recommend them to everybody. And let's go ahead and jump into the TA. So on the daily time frame, I mean, this is like pulling teeth, as you can see. This is exactly what we want to do, though. And just worth a reminder, zooming out, again, the last rung, the last Mohican in our GAN fan before potential price exploration at a deeper retracement. Okay, we kissed at 25,538. You could see this fall back down. But I do believe, and you guys know watching this channel, that we are going to have a wave up to resistance before we fail and move back down for the next wave down. Doesn't have to be, but that is my bias. That's my bias because we are in markdown. We have a selling climax candle that's beautiful, and we have a well, clearly defined trading range that I really like. I'm going to show you the volatility compression. Yesterday's video, we went over the 4-hour time frame with the 200, 233. I suggest you watch that video if you want to understand why these long-term moving averages, why you rarely see me use any other moving averages, and why these are so important when you're in a descending market. Okay, so daily time frame, these numbers have not changed. Quick recap: 382 at 31 and 185, 0.5 at 32,991, 618 at 34,798, and of course the ultimate targets are where the 200 and 233 will be descending to on the daily, working towards the 1 fib at 40,645, which would be absolutely phenomenal if we could get that kind of pump up to this, because again, the last time we tested this where I shorted it, 47% move, guys. Massive, massive move. And this, I believe, would be the next leg down to a newer low. Let's look at the S&P real quick, see what the market's doing. Well, the S&P is also holding on to its GAN fan line, and it's finding resistance off of 45. Trying to stay positive. What is it up right at 16 points? I mean, it's not even up 0.5%. Markets are pretty flat. Let's look at the 8-hour time frame. 8-hour time frame, much like the 4-hour, looks very similar. But the key thing, again, guys, our resistance is getting less and less and less. Okay, this is what we want to see here on the 8-hour time frame. Timing this breakout will be critical. Watching this breakout will be critical. And again, I'm looking at my volatility channel. This is expansion. Okay, this is contraction. This is good. And if I look at this on my ATR as well, for those of you not familiar with the ATR, this is a free trading view indicator. Many people don't use this, but almost all of you probably use this inventor's other indicator, which is the RSI. This was both were developed by Wells. Okay, so this is ATR. It's a simple red line. It goes up for a pump and up for a dump. It has a tendency to reuse baselines in trend. So we know there's a volatility move coming. Again, volatility, compression of price, like a coiled spring that you're compressing, and eventually it snaps out. Okay, the rubber band method. And that's what you have right now in the 8-hour time frame. So looking at those targets, they're all the same. So the targets I want to focus at here is the 200, 233, which are both descending. These are higher up, roughly 37.4 and 38.9. Okay, and these will continue to descend as we accumulate. Looking at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, our 200 and 233 are getting lower. This is why we made yesterday's video to go over the importance of this in a descending market. They are just below the 618 at 34,798. This is your first real test. When we do, if and when we do get our breakout, guys, we break out, we come up, whether we make some type of cup or just shoot up in a big candle. This is your first key test if you can flip it. And it's going to be between these fibs more than likely when you come to it, or maybe perhaps at the 0.5 fib. Okay, if you can flip that, you will be able to move up and challenge the 8-hour time frame. So you'll be flipping to your other time frame, looking at where the 200, 233 are. That's how I personally will be trading this market. That's my method, viewing it in segments, scaling up as resistance is defeated. If resistance is not defeated, then I'll be watching the candles, watching the volume, and to see where I can go ahead and flip positions to a short. And guys, a lot of people are asking me in the comments, how do I actually trade this? My first answer would be join our room, because I have trend trading videos. We have professional admins that are professional traders that can talk about these setups as well as myself. But the other thing is, guys, the two ways you can trade this, just basic trading here, okay? You can see that you're in a defined trading range. If you did believe that you could hold this trading range, the thing to do would be to buy at the bottom of the range. You want to buy and sell at extremes. Buy at the bottom of the range, knowing, because your belief is, your bias may be through your TA or my TA, that you're looking for a move out. You could buy at the bottom of the range, or you can trade this breakout. Many applications, BITGET included, has a great trigger order function. You can set a buy order for when price breaks key resistance like the 382 at 31,185, and you'll trigger your order and be able to ride this if it does come up, pull back, and then go back up again, okay? You'll be able to do that on a lot of different apps, and I definitely suggest you check out BitGet for that, because they're really, really simple to use, fantastic UI. And let's go ahead and look at a couple other things here on a clean chart for the 4 hour. So this is my zigzag channel. We got above the median line here in the zigzag, but I want to show you here is the volatility. So this is my caterpillar. This is a reverse engineered RSI. And this is what I'm waiting for, guys. This is what gets me excited, is volatility, okay? I trade VTV, volatility, trend, and volume. And when I'm looking at this, this is massive contraction. This is volatility expansion. You see this? Contraction. You're going to get a move from this. I do believe that move will be up, okay? Up to resistance. And again, the core thesis here is we are in descending markets. But I don't care, because once I'm in my long, if we can flip that, I don't care. Let's go up higher, because I'm in my long already, okay? And if we can't flip it, reversing positions and going back down. Riding it either way, okay? That's how we're doing this with trades. And let's turn this off. Let's look at a couple other things here on a clean chart. Let's look at our, we already looked at the Ichi. Let's look at our VWAP strategy here. See if any of these buy and sell, supply and demand lines line up. And again, this is beautiful right here to 200, 233. You have a key supply line lining up here perfectly, okay, at 34.9. That 34K range, depending when we actually break out, that 34K range being at near the top of my zigzag channel, the 200, 233. We have multiple fibs in that area, as well as heavy supply, historical supply line as well. Again, these are all just ranges that I'm looking at. And I know that's not a huge move, but this is still a nice move from 29 up to whatever this would be, 34, okay? So this would be a nice move, a nice 5,000 point move, whatever that is, 15%. This would be a very nice move. Of course, you know, with leverage, it's a lot higher. So I like that. And if it does flip and it does get more bullish, then it's going up even higher, setting yourself up for success. And let's look at, I mean, no matter what you want to look at here, you're going to see the same types of information. My Donchian channel, you can see this as well. I mean, this is just great compression. You know, you don't always get clearly defined trading ranges. This is why it's really nice when you have something like this. You have a clearly defined trading range that we've been able to outline here vis-a-vis our Darvis box, modified Wyckoff. You can see the trading range. You can see the waves. We know what we have to do. We see the resistance is thinning. This is harmonic equilibrium in the trading space, okay? And we can clearly see the levels that we have to kill. So I hope this helps you out on your trading journey. You have clearly defined levels, go up through the time frames. You know where you can enter, you know where you can buy. Don't buy anything in the middle, okay? And the safest bet there is, if you don't want to buy at a base and you're not sure if the market's going up or down, trade the breakout with a trigger order, trend trade, okay? That's what you can do. You can trend trade this. All right, guys, I think that's it. A little bit quicker video. Probably the first time in a while I've done under 10 minutes. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and another update coming tomorrow, my friends. Talk soon. Take care, everybody.